Good evening and welcome to the news around the globe on iImpact Television. I am Onipriya Kurmale. In Nigeria, the federal government today met with officials of the organized labor to hear their grievances on the state of the economy as it affects the generality of Nigerians. The party, following a directive by President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday, is coming after the Trade Union Congress and 79 other civil society organizations and labor unions under the aegis of the Alliance on Surviving COVID-19 and Beyond, ASCAP, to set hold on nationwide protest and strike action over the increment in petrol price and electricity tariff. Briefing State House correspondent soon after the meeting with the President yesterday on the state of affairs, Minister of Labor and Employment, Chris Ngige, said the meeting with the stakeholders discussed government finances, challenges and sundry matters were laid bare on the table in the Federal Capital Territory. A former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Obadiah Mailafia, has again been invited by the Department of State Services to appear at its office in Jos, the Plateau State capital, on Monday, September 14th. This is the third time the security agency is inviting Mailafia since he alleged that a northern governor is among the leaders of the Boko Haram insurgents. Mailafia, while appealing to Nigerians to pray for him, said, quote, "I have reasons to believe that my life is in danger and that some powerful political forces want to silence me forever for speaking the truth." End of quote. This was re-echoed by his lead counsel, Mr. Pius Akubo-San, who described his constant and frequent invitation by the Department of State Services as open and unjustifiable persecution just because of where he comes from in Nigeria. The lawyer claimed that many other Nigerians had said more than what Mr. Mailafia said, and they went scot-free, adding that this is a clear cause of outright minority persecution. Boris Johnson has urged Conservative members of Parliament to back his plan to override parts of the Brexit withdrawal agreement. In a Zoom call with around 250 of them, he said the party must not return to miserable squabbling over Europe. The EU has warned the UK that it could face illegal action if it does not ditch controversial elements of the internal market bill by the end of the month. Under Tory, a member of Parliament had proposed an amendment to the bill which could affect trade between Britain and Northern Ireland. Meanwhile, the European Parliament has threatened to scupper any UK and EU trade deal if the bill becomes a UK law. The United States budget deficit has hit a record high on more than $3 trillion driven by the government's massive spending on coronavirus reliefs. The federal government spent more than $6 trillion in the first 11 months of its financial year, including $2 trillion on coronavirus programs, the Treasury Department had said. The figure outpaces the $3 trillion it took in from taxes. The shortfall is more than double the previous full year recorded, set in 2009. Even before the pandemic, the U.S. was on track to run a deficit of more than $1 trillion this year. The country's inflation rate, which stood at 12.82% in July, may rise up to 14.15% by the end of December 2020 as the federal government's deficit rises due to current economic challenges in the country. The CBN said this on Friday in its report titled Monetary, Credit, Foreign Trade and Exchange Policy Guidelines for Fiscal Year 2020 and 2021. To ameliorate the impact of slow economic activities arising from the COVID-19 pandemic, it stated that fiscal and monetary policy responses were put in place to neutralize the adverse effect on growth-inducing sectors of the economy. Atlanta 96 Olympics gold medalist Chioma Ajunwa-Okpara on Friday doled out various items to police officers who are into various sporting activities as part of measures to cushion the effect of COVID-19 pandemic in the country. Ajunwa, a top police officer, is the first and only Nigerian woman to compete as a footballer at the China 91 FIFA Women's World Cup before switching to track and field, where she won the long jump gold medal at Atlanta 96. At the ceremony held at Police College, Ikeja, yesterday, Chioma Ajunwa Foundation, in collaboration with A Goal Nigeria, in conjunction with Tayo Nigeria and AG McKinsey Investment Limited, boosted the morale of the athletes with gift items. Many thanks for watching. You can send an eyewitness report to info@iimpactstudios.com or direct messages on all our social media platforms at iImpact TV and iImpact TV UK. I am Oyi Priye Krumale. Many thanks for watching. Have a good evening.